see more butts in my two friends here. Ready to do
Hello.
the buy or sell edition of players based on their ADP. So you guys ready to buy and sell?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Word.
All right, let's go grocery shopping here. So buy or sell DeAndre Swift as RB8.
Oh man,
Too high, too low? What are you buying or selling?
I think this is pretty hard. That's about right. But if I had to pick one, I would sell. Actually, I really like DeAndre Swift. I think he'll be higher.
So you're buying it.
Yeah, I'll buy it. Oh, is that buying it? Okay,
You're
I'm
buying it, man.
I'm buying it
I'm
too.
buying it.
You're buying it. Javonte Williams is RB9.
Too high. So
Yeah, way too high. Selling.
When you guys go to the customer service, do you let them know why you're returning it, or you guys just say,
I was to ask you what your take on these two players is, man. You've been quiet just like the days, man. You're just giving it to us?
Javonte Williams for me is too high. Yeah, I think he's still going to share the load. DeAndre Swift, I like him at 8. Yeah, I think he has potential.
All right. We need some disagreements here, but this is good for the community, though. We're all agreeing so far.
Tyreek Hill, wide receiver 7.
Too high.
So.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Tua's a quarterback. I mean, enough said.
He's not going to be able to throw the ball past 40 yards, man. It's going to hurt.
I think Dolphins just have too many weapons. Like it's got Jalen Waddle, Wilson from Cowboys came, got way too many weapons. Saquon Barkley at RB.
I was like, Joseph, I just want this to be known now. He said they have too much weapons, or too many weapons. I'm sorry. Excuse my lack of knowledge of the English language here. But is that going to be the reason that he says his team is like underperforming is because they have too many weapons? That's a weird thing to say.
If our O-line can protect. If our O-line can protect, we'll be fine. It's
always the O-line when it comes
always
to
the O-line.
The O-line.
Didn't they make improvements this year?
If you watch football, Joey, let me ask you this. Would you rather have a stud offensive line or a stud of wide receivers?
I mean, you need a line. I know this, but like it's just the same old story with you every single year.
Because you need time to throw the ball. You need time
not
to find
in that offense. Do you know what
they signed like 3 offensive linemen?
Do you know what Mike McDaniel does, dude? This is your coach.
Yeah, he runs the ball.
He also throws a lot of sideline to sideline passes. He runs a lot of short stuff. I mean, who's going to be the Deebo Samuel in this offense, man? Tua's not going to need the time. There's no excuse.
Waddle.
Yeah, but the Niners' offense is not like a prolific offense where you're like, damn, that's a great offense.
It's very ball control. It's in tune with what Tua needs to be doing in order to progress in his career. He needs to be a high efficient offense and manage down and distance and just get first downs and get the ball in the hands of his playmakers. And he has them now.
Yeah, but I don't like the narrative where people are like, oh, just do little 5-yard passes. In college football, he was airing it out, 40-yard bombs, 50-yard bombs. And
they're going to be able to set that up through the play action because they're going to run the ball so much.
Yeah, well, that's another reason why I think Tyreek Hill is too high is because they're going to run the ball a lot.
No, we all agree there. I was just pointing out that you said he had too many weapons, and I think that's going to be your reason that they're going to hang your hat on. We just had too many weapons. It's just two, and I just think it's going to be a weird scenario.
Too many weapons.
Anyway, moving on.
What was the nickname that I gave him before?
Turn the ball over.
Tua turn the ball over.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Saquon Barkley, RB13.
He's too low.
Okay.
I still think he's too high. Like I don't have any faith in Saquon Barkley. That's
why
he was him.
This is where you're wrong, Joseph.
No, Ryan you said that last year about him.
No. I didn't say that last year.
Yes, you did. He was my jabroni of the year. And you're like, no, he's gonna be great, and he was a jabroni.
Wait, pull the archives on this. I don't think I said he was gonna be great.
Okay,
the hate was too hard, but this is a different offense. You're gonna mean to tell me that Jason Garrett compared to Brian Dable is not a night and day improvement?
He's not going to heal him up from all his injuries. It's the same Saquon Barkley.
He's actually 2 years removed now from the ACL injury.
Still, he keeps getting hurt. Like, he got hurt with something else last year, so what can you do? And the offensive line slightly improved, I guess, so we'll see. But he has to show me first.
I can't wait to prove this one wrong. This one's I'm gonna stamp my mark. Joseph's dead wrong on this one.
Stamp it.
Actually, hurts me to say, but I'm actually going to go with Joey on this one. They actually
because he's injury prone.
They actually started putting Barkley in the slot to get him more touches. So
yeah, that would just make him get it more hurt faster.
Yeah, I mean, I get your point, though. I get your point. If he stays healthy, though, I think he'll have a good season.
Let me ask you guys this: why do you guys always try to predict injuries?
Because they're easy to predict.
No, it's a game of football. Everybody gets hurt.
If you go out with someone, for example, and he's like, for example, if a guy his history of shooting a 3-pointer is horrible in this upcoming season, you're like, he might actually
the same thing as getting hurt.
His analogy is just insane.
It's not the same thing. It's not.
No, but like, just listen to this. You're not gonna draft a player early, is injury prone, right?
So you don't think CMC is the consensus number one?
No, he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be drafted number one
because he's actually being drafted 1.1. It's either him or
because of his injury. Because of injuries, he's gonna fall. He's gonna fall to like third.
And what happens when he, if, because I don't want to say if or when, but like if he actually does stay healthy this year?
Well, that's what we're saying. There's always that if part. So because there's an if.
Look, based on the last 2 years, where are you drafting CMC this year?
I draft him at 3.
You're still investing a first round talent in that.
Yeah, clearly he's a first round pick. But he's not like if you're going to draft
injury prone, you wouldn't be able to take him that high because he hasn't done shit for you. Is my point.
If he wasn't injury prone, you'd take him number 1. So it just proves our point.
No, you guys are nitpicky. That's the funny part when people say he's injury prone. But I'm still going to take him top 3. Like if you're that out on him, stay out.
The point is they slipped from his original spot.
You guys are funny.
If you are doing an NFL draft, you have 2 great wide receivers, right? One is a little bit more injury prone versus the other one. You're more likely going to take the guy who's usually.
But here's the thing: you can't predict injuries. That's my point. You've also played the game of NFL. You know that there's injury risk on every single player. All right,
some is more higher than other ones. Why do you think they take
running back is by nature correct? Yes, running back is by nature the one of the most volatile positions when it comes to injuries because they take the most hits. They do inherently, but when you're drafting based on if all things go right, aren't you?
So why do players slip in the draft due to injury risk in NFL draft? Why does
that's different because they're actually investing hard-earned money into that.
Who's the linebacker from Georgia this past year who fell from the first round to the third round, who got drafted by the Eagles?
Dean.
I forgot his first.
Dean.
So why did he fall from the first round to third round?
Again, I just gave you the answer. I said they're investing actually millions of dollars, whereas this league that we are all in $10 to buy in last year. That's horse crap. All right, like you mean to tell me like, yo, I don't care. I'll take CMC number 1 in a $10 league. What the hell? I'm not risking anything.
No, but the thing is, if you have 2 players that are very even in talent, you're going to take
apples and oranges again on that particular part, in my opinion. You're entitled to your own. I just think that anybody that tries to predict injuries is just foolish.
You would not pick an injury-prone player.
Listen, who's a player you pick up who's always injured like every single season?
Why do people pick up
Raheem Barkley?
No. Why do people pick Raheem Mostert every year? It's stupid. I never touched him.
Yeah, but what round do they pick him in?
Doesn't matter. If he's hurt. He's hurt.
Yeah, but they pick him like in the 8th round.
Hold on. Well, Joey, why don't you pick Raheem Mostert if you don't care about injuries?
I don't pick up Raheem Mostert. I just don't.
Yeah, why?
Why?
Good player.
That little motherfucker is always hurt. Like every single year.
See?
Saquon Barkley won Rookie of the Year. He's actually proven that he is actually worth a pick. Saquon Barkley was before he got hurt was also 3 years running. Like he never got hurt.
Stays on the field. What did he do after the rookie year? Injury. The year after. Injury. The year after. Injury.
He's only been in the league 3 years, dude. Just relax.
So you're telling me 66% of his NFL time he's been injured. He's
pretty much.
He's
always injured.
That's what you're telling me.
It's not always injured. You guys are just.
I'm not against the guy. I don't want him to get injured. It's
all good. Let's keep moving. We're spending too much time on this. You guys are wrong. It's all good.
Aaron Jones, 14, running back.
Too low.
Yeah, that's too low.
Yeah, too low. I agree. Cam Akers, RB 15.
Way too high.
Yeah, I agree. That's too high.
D Hendo is going to be a very relevant, boys and girls. D Hendo
had a
is going to
few
be very relevant.
He had a few like good weeks 2 years ago or before he was injured, and then he came back. It was a committee. I don't know if he's going to be the full down back now, but let's wait and see.
we know that damn, how was I going to phrase this? Crap. No, it was about the Achilles injury because he had an Achilles injury. It's not an ACL. So no one has successfully been their dominant self after an Achilles injury in the NFL. There's been people that have come back and been serviceable, i.e., himself, Cam Akers. He came back and he was starting for God knows what reason that McVay felt the need and the confidence to start a guy that was coming back from an Achilles tear. But he did. He played. He proved that he can come back and play at the NFL level. Obviously, he had some fumble issues in the playoffs, but it's okay. The other guy was Deontay Foreman, who filled in admirably for Derrick Henry. You know, he had an ACL injury, and then he also tore his Achilles, and he still came back and played. I think he filled in great. I think he's the most successful than any other player that has an Achilles injury. But still, jury's still out. Like, you know, not many people have done it.
Joey loves injury players, man. You know, so all right. T. Higgins, wide receiver 12.
Ooh.
This is way too high for me. Way too high.
Yeah, I have this. That's way too high for the second receiver on the team. I think you'll have a good year, but not top 12.
I'm gonna say I can understand why, because when you look at the targets, and when you look at the involvement in the offense overall, he is literally not. He's not number 2. He's really like 1B. Because when you look at the target distribution, they're actually pretty similar. I think he still rocks somewhere between an 18% target share in that offense, so that's still pretty high. But I do think it's a little high. It's a little rich to just take him. Yeah,
he needs more touchdowns.
But he could get there. It's not that he can't. He could definitely
get
there.
Mm.
Deontay Johnson, wide receiver 13.
Too high.
Too high. I'm not confident in Deontay this year. I think it was a lot of he's good, but I think it was a lot of Ben with the volume that was really hyping him up, that gave him a lot of opportunities. We're yet to see that, and with Trubisky. I know Trubisky targeted Allen Robinson a lot, so there's some positivity there, but I don't know.
I like Claypool at his ADP right now. I think he's a smash ADP at like around 100, like overall. If you can get him in like the 10th or 11th round, it's a steal.
Amari Cooper, wide receiver 19.
Get him out of the damn league. I don't care. I'm not touching him.
Yeah, it's too high with
Is it because he's always injured?
No, I just don't think he's that good of a player.
There's no quarterback there either.
Yeah, that's another reason. I mean, I'm not going to say that. Amari's still a great route runner. He's a phenomenal route runner, but his questionable want to and desire to play football has always been questioned ever since he's been drafted. So, but yeah.
So was Mon St. Brown on your team last year?
Yeah.
Wide receiver 23.
High. It should be higher.
It should definitely be higher. It should be like top 10. No, yeah, definitely higher though.
Top 20 for sure, I think, or at least 20.
I'm going lower on this one.
I think with the signing of Jameson Williams in the draft, and then DJ Chark kind of lowered the value.
Hutchinson, Swift.
Yeah, but I still think they're.
We'll have our first initial. I'll make a bet with you right now, even though you're still not honoring your Snickles bet. This way,
I got Snickers and pickles right here.
We're gonna do it after we're done with this. Perfect, good. But we'll make this a Snickle bet for the end of the year. Amon-Ra St. Brown finishes as their number 1 pass catcher this year.
No, I'm gonna take that. I just don't think he'll be top wide 23.
Whoa! Look at the step back here.
I think he'll be the first on the team. What are you talking about?
Whoa! But not top 20.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be top 20.
What did he finish last year? Because he didn't play much at the beginning of the year. He just the last 4 weeks of the season he just crushed. But what was
he was like number 2 at the end of the year.
What?
I think he finished like high 20s.
Wow, that's pretty good.
I don't think he was that high, was he?
Yeah, I think it was like 20.
I know he was like number 2 overall in the last month of the year for sure. Like he was.
Yeah, nuts. But overall in the season, but.
I don't know. All right. Anyway, you didn't want to take it. It's all good.
Cortland Sutton, the wide receiver 24.
Too high.
I'd say he should be higher. I like his chances with Russell Wilson.
I don't believe in Russ. I think Denver is the only team that doesn't make it into in the playoffs in real life. There's 3 teams in the AFC West that are making the playoffs this year.
Not biased, huh? Because the Raiders in the division.
Yeah, I
huh?
know. Not biased at all.
I mean, I'm picking 2 other teams too. I mean, it's not like
It's the Chiefs of the Chargers. I mean, come on.
Actually, can we take a bet on that one that the Raiders won't make the playoffs?
Please do.
Yosef, you want in on some of this action?
I'll bet you $5,000 the Raiders don't make the playoffs.
Take that bet.
No, I'm kidding. That's too much. I'll bet you Snickle.
Snickle bet.
There you go.
What you want the Snickle bet too?
Man, we got to do something else besides that.
Okay, yeah, I got one for you. We could do we'll buy you a giant stuffed bear, and if you lose, you got to go to a nice dinner and sit down with that bear and have dinner.
I actually saw that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna make him hump it on air or something.
No, you just gotta sit down at dinner. We'll video it. We'll take a snapshot and we'll post
That's something like we should do a draft once with the worst punishments of a person who ends up in last place. You know what I mean? Like we'll do a draft, like a mock, like what we do afterwards. A mock draft of the worst punishments for someone who ends up in last place.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
No,
but for this one, do you want to do a? Because we don't have Waffle Houses out here. I've heard the Waffle House one where they have to sit 24 hours in a Waffle House, but every waffle you eat deducts 2 hours off your time.
I wouldn't do that.
That's pretty beastly right there. But we'll think of something. But I mean, I'm definitely taking this bet. The Raiders are making the playoffs.
There's no way they're making the playoffs.
I mean, there's no way. Are you high? Like, there's no way.
No, there is no way. There's literally no way that they make it.
They made the playoffs without Devontae and everything. What do you mean?
The AFC is a lot better.
No, yeah, the AFC is like loaded now. No, there's no way. Miles Sanders, RB28.
It's too low.
He does suck.
Too low.
Yeah, it's too low.
Way higher.
And I'm not saying like, okay, when we're saying too low, I guess I mean maybe RB 25, RB 25. Like I think you can get to easy. Like, yeah.
And then Rashad Penny, RB 34.
That's difficult. I think he's right where he should be.
He should be higher. I think he'll start out the year.
I just think that's going to be so bad. Like, even though, but here's the thing: he's still going to get the rock because Pete Carroll is so hard pressed on running the football because he's old school now. He's just a stone age offensive coordinator. I don't even know if he's offensive coordinator, but like he's committed to running the ball. But even when they're going to be down by 20 points, because here's my hot take, another hot take. I think Seattle is definitely lobbying for the number 1 pick. There might be that bad where Houston or some other bad teams. Like,
yeah, they're definitely top 5. Definitely top 5. Carolina, I think, is definitely up there. Atlanta.
I'll go on a limb. I say that they're gonna be shocking people and they're gonna be the worst team in the league. I really don't think Drew Lock is anything special.
Oh, Seahawks going to be the worst team. Yeah.
Atlanta's really bad.
I think they lost a couple other like defensive pieces too. Like
Chicago is really bad.
Raiders.
Panthers.
Try to keep a straight face.
Panthers for sure. I mean, you still have Darnold.
No, man.
Dude, are you going to trade for Baker?
You're sleeping on us. I hope not. I don't want Baker.
I think you guys are going to get
Matt Corral's going to be really good. Watch.
I'll tell you this. Look, Pat. It's either Baker's going to either Seattle or Carolina. He's going to one of them. But if Baker goes to Seattle, I guess they might not be the worst team. I'll say that.
Yeah.
He'll make them respectable.
They might be better than the Raiders, yeah.
All right, well, end of the buy or sell.
All right.
End of the episode.
Wait for you to click the button. That's it.
Well, stay tuned for our next draft. We are drafting fast food items.
And you know I'm going to win because I don't have this figure for nothing. So let's go.
You heard it. Oh, Brian's out already. See you later, guys. See more butts.